Well, you don't want to forget that jacket as you step outside because you are going to notice how cool it is as we work into our Tuesday morning. 20 degrees colder in some spots, worse than that, getting close to 30 degrees colder compared to that start we got off to yesterday. Again, some of us were getting close to 70 degrees. We're nowhere near that this morning, right around 50 degrees, and some of us slipped into the upper 40s, but we'll turn those numbers around fairly quickly with those winds out of the south. Now, we are going to be tracking a frontal boundary through mid-Missouri. That'll really just change the wind direction later on today out of a more westerly direction. There's no cold air with this system. You'll see that as we get into tomorrow. But overnight, again, temperatures falling to about 50 degrees after we top out in the upper 70s today. Back into the low to mid 80s here for our Wednesday. Notice these winds really starting to ramp back up. That's going to be largely responsible for that warm up as we get into tomorrow. Those gusts today, again, around 20 or 25 miles an hour. Some of us may inch close to that 30-mile-an-hour mark later on, but as we get into tomorrow, I think we're going to be about 30 to 40 miles an hour with some of these gusts. So it's going to be another breezy day toward the middle of this work week. And again, the reason for that, we're going to be tracking a little more potent system that's working its way into mid-Missouri. Again, you pack some of these lines real close together. That's where we get those really tight gradients and some stronger winds and some pretty sharp temperature contrast here across mid-Missouri, and we're certainly going to be staring that down as we get into Thursday and Friday. But as that system works its way into mid-Missouri, we may see a few spots showers here, and especially some of our northern counties seem to be favored with that frontal boundary as it works its way through. It's a little closer to where some of that better lift is in some of our northern counties. I think a lot of us, though, largely going to be staying dry. Tomorrow morning, though, if we do see any of those sprinkles is when we're thinking here for our Thursday. But watch these temperatures just come roaring back down here as we get into Thursday and Friday. We may be lucky to get back to 60 degrees. These are afternoon highs here. So we're going to bottom out around 50 degrees Wednesday night into Thursday. And then we're not going to warm up a whole lot here as we get into the end of this work week. We do warm up a little bit as we get into Saturday. Things start to back off a little bit more as we get closer to where we should be this time of year. But then we're going to be tracking some more changes, wouldn't you know that, as we get into Sunday and Monday. It's getting to be that time of year where we're going to be doing that pretty often here. Looking at that ABC 17 Storm Track 7-day forecast, we are looking at some more meaningful rain chances by Sunday into Monday. We'll continue to track those, though, as we get a little bit closer to them over these next couple of days.